Good morning, welcome to the shed. So today's the day we finish the bench. Couple of little jobs to do. One is to fit the well board, but before we do that we have to fit a runner or a bearer, I suppose you call it, underneath the bench top, and then the well board sits on top of that and that stops it from bouncing up and down. And similarly a couple of little end pieces there which just got a little nice angle so you don't see them from the end, and they go this side of the legs. So I'm going to fit those, then we're going to cut the well board down to size, get that fitted, and then there are some runners which sit on top of the well board and are glued to the apron and the bench respectively. So that's what we've got to do, those two jobs, plus I've also ordered some bolts which I've got to go and collect later to bolt the whole thing together, and then we're done. A little bit of a sand and a tidy up, some finish, and we're good. On the subject of finish, I'm using a water-based varnish. Now I was resistant to that, but then I noticed a lot of people are using it. If you go onto the internet and search for best finish for your bench, you might as well just start digging because it just goes all over the place. So I just went for a standard sort of water-based varnish. It seems to be quite nice. Did that on the legs. Gives you a sort of school finish, like school furniture finish, which is nice. Don't want it too slippery because I want things to not move about too much. Okay, let's crack on. So I'm going to glue and screw this. So the well board, technically you should be able to remove that if you needed to take the bench apart. I don't suppose I ever will, but technically you can slide it out. Okay, so this goes under here like so. Get some clamps on there. Never realised those are not very big. Okay, and some screws. So I've got to try and remember where I put the screw holes. I've got a snowstorm coming later apparently. No, I'm going to have to get underneath. Back to you in a moment. So when Mr. Sellers drilled those holes, he put them in at a slight angle so they go into the board. But I actually used a slightly wider piece, so I don't think that's necessary. I just used a piece that I had available, I didn't measure it. Okay, let's do the end pieces. Same again. Only I've got to get these the right way around. Bit of glue. Clamp. Okay, that's those bits in place. Now we've just got to cut the weld board down to size, which means I've got to tidy up first. So let's do that. We are nearly there. Okay, pieces cut. Snow's coming, so I had to have a bit of a rush. Not a good idea to rush cuts on a table saw. So I've cut them slightly big. I don't mind trimming it down. To be honest, it's only just big, so that's fine. That fits up nicely. Okay. These are the runners, which are big. So we're going to glue those in place in a moment. Pick the best edge. First of all, I'm going underneath to screw that weld board in. Okay, that's screwed into place. Just going to glue these, and we're good to go. Where's my glue? Okay, that's that one. And then this one. Should have used my glue roller, shouldn't I? I've been lazy. Buy cheap, buy twice. To be fair, I did tread on it this morning and break it, so it's kind of my fault, but, you know. Okay, that's those two jobs done. Weld board installed, runners installed, bearer installed. Is that 4 jobs? 3 jobs. So the only thing I could do is go and pick up the bolts, bolt through the legs, and then we're done. Then I'll just do some cleanup, which I'll do off camera. I've left these fairly proud, which, you know, that's okay. I don't mind taking it back down. And they've got a bit of overshoot on the end here as well. So I've declamped the top. I'm not going to start working on it, give it another hour or two. Been out and bought some bolts They come with the nuts, but funnily enough don't come with the washers, but I managed to find some. Yeah, I think I've gone a bit over the top. These are 12mm, I think I should have gone for 10mm, which means I've got a bit of a problem trying to find a drill bit that's the right size, but I managed to find something that just about fits and I can bang them through. I've already fitted one, which I can't really show you because of the angle, but it's slightly off skew, so I'm going to have to sort something out on that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just show you how I do one of these, and then I'll finish them off myself because it's a bit boring otherwise. First of all, take the old screw out with a bit of luck. If anything, go slightly downwards. Who's this? Okay, so in the end I had to ream it out with a masonry bit. So I drilled it with the wood bit and then just reamed it with the masonry. And that's gone in okay now. Oh, that's a bit of a palaver. At least I can probably now sort out the other side because I can now straighten out the hole. Okay, that's all the construction work done on the bench. Basically it's completely finished apart from finish. Which I'm not going to do that on camera. So I've got a little bit of planing to do just to smooth things off, level them off, apply some finish. I'm going to put at least 3 coats on the top and all of the exposed bits, probably 4, see how it goes, and at least 1 coat everywhere else. I'm glad I put the finish on the legs, that was a good result. Okay, so that's it, that wraps up the bench build. I will do a sort of roundup video, a guided tour kind of thing, and costings and what was good, what was bad, and that sort of stuff, you know. Sprint retrospective they call it in the modern world, but anyway, enough of that. Okay, I've also got Fit the Vise, so there'll be 2 more videos before the roundup, which is cleaning up the vise and fitting the vise. A bit scared about that, but I'm sure we'll manage, and then we'll be basically complete. We'll have a working piece of kit. Okay, thanks very much for watching. As usual, I'll link to the playlist here and you can subscribe here for the next videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon.